In most economies, the government plays a huge role in the loanable funds market. This can be through the incentives placed on suppliers and demanders or through the actions of the Federal Reserve through monetary policy. This is more apparent when the economy is experiencing a recession. The government responds to a recession by stimulating the economy through expansionary fiscal policy, where the government would increase spending, decrease taxes, or both. While those actions may provide relief for those who are in need of it, there are some unintended consequences as a result of those. One of those unintended consequences is referred to as crowding out. Crowding out is when the government borrows to finance its deficit, leaving less funds available for investment, therefore crowding out the private sector from consumption or investment. Economists debate on the outcomes of the effects of crowding out. The first outcome results in a rightward shift of the demand loanable funds curve. The demand curve represents borrowers. If the government decides to engage in expansionary fiscal policy by decreasing taxes overall, this would shift the demand loanable funds curve to the right, resulting in an increase in the quantity of loanable funds and an increase in the interest rate. While more funds are available, the increase in interest rates would hurt households and firms who are unable to borrow or invest because it is too expensive for them to take out the loan. The second outcome results in a leftward shift in the supply curve. Again, when the government decides to engage in expansionary fiscal policy, a budget deficit takes place, where government spending is more than its tax revenues. Over time, the government must pay down or alleviate the debt, and in order for the government to pay off the debt is to borrow money. Now, the government does not go to a bank to take out a loan the way a consumer would, nor does it actually print money. When the government does, it's call on its central bank to sell debt or bonds. When the government sells a bond, it decreases the money supply, therefore shifting the loanable fund supply curve to the left, resulting in a decrease in the amount of loanable funds and an increase in the real interest rate. Again, the increase in interest rates would hurt households and firms who are unable to borrow or invest because it is too expensive for them to take out the loan. The outcomes of crowding out creates a spirited discussion among economists, especially on its overall effect on the economy. If the government engages in expansionary fiscal policy during a recession, then its effect would not be detrimental to households and businesses because consumption and investment is already low. The interest rate would still increase, but the stimulus would offset any negative effects because of the newly increased investment or consumption opportunities. On the contrary, if the government engages in expansionary fiscal policy while the economy is strong or booming, the crowding out effect would increase the interest rate, leading to either a slowing down or an overall reduction of a nation's economic growth.